Now, inflation is at 6%. What does that mean? Inflation. It means that the things that you guys are buying are going up by 6%. Is that a lot? Well, let me explain it. If something is £1, it now costs £1 6p. If something is £10, it costs £10 60p. And you guys might be thinking, well, that's not that much. It's only another 60p. But you see, if you think about it like this, if you're spending £1,000, £1,000 a month, you're spending now an extra £60 on your living. And if now you're spending £2,000 on things, whatever those things are, you're now spending an extra £120 a month. 6% inflation is at record-breaking numbers. And it's important to understand what that means for you. Because the truth is, things are going up at 6%. If inflation is up at 6%, things are getting more and more expensive. Other things are going up much higher. For example, petrol and diesel is up 30%, 40% to what it was last year. And that means you're paying a lot more in petrol and diesel. Gas and electricity is up like crazy, 50% now and maybe another 50% October. Trust me when I say this, if people are spending £1,000 a year on electricity and gas, they're now going to be spending £1,600 to £1,700 a year on electricity and gas. Now, when you put all of that together, what that means is you are going to be struggling. But why am I sharing this with you guys? Why am I now just being that guy who is telling you guys, look, things are tough. Look, it's going to be difficult. It's interesting. I was actually watching a little documentary on BBC, I think it was, and it was individuals, they're making £2,000 a month. And they were struggling. They were thinking about either feeding their families or having heating on in the house. £2,000 a month. And you're thinking, how much is that? Let me tell you, £2,000 a month is nearly £30,000 a year. £30,000 a year. So my brothers, if you guys are on a £30,000 salary, and if you have a wife and you have 2-3 children, this documentary was about you. This documentary was showing you are now going to be struggling. These families had £50 or £60 left at the end of the month and they were struggling. They didn't know whether they should skip meals, whether they should not have heating in their house, or whether they should feed their children. Now, why? Why am I saying this? Because you have to understand where the solution is. This is the problem. This is reality. Stop living in a mindset that no, that's not me. No, I'm okay. No, if I make £30,000, I'll be fine. If you have not started working, if you don't have a family, if you don't have children, then you need to understand. Increase your targets. Your targets need to be more than £30,000 a year, £40,000 a year, because you are on the brink of break even. If anything, you're going down and you're going to be close to the poverty mark. If you're making £30,000 in another 3-4 years, you're going to be broke. That's what the government are saying. So I've been saying this for nearly 2 years. Up your target. Start thinking about things. Start thinking about how you can make more money. Trust me, your parents are now going to start talking about electricity and gas is too much. Turn that off, and rightfully so. Because things aren't like they used to be. It's getting very expensive. So start the side hustles, start the businesses, increase your targets. When you're going for a job and the guy says £25,000 a year and you're thinking you need to get married in 2 years, then understand, you need to be on at least £40,000 to £45,000 a year if you want your wife to be at home looking after the children, and if you want to be bringing in the bread for your family, you need to increase the targets because it's going to get very tough. And these families, by the way, weren't living in London. They were all over the UK. And so the point is not just it's only expensive for London. No, things are getting expensive for everyone. And so you need to find out how to make more money, how to increase in wealth, how to invest, what to do with your wealth, because if you don't, it's going to get very, very difficult in another 3, 4, 5 years. I've been saying it for 2 years. 2 years ago, if you listen to me, actually, I don't want to be that guy like I told you so, but if 2 years ago you listened, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, you will be in a better situation now, 2 years later. But today, you need to listen. It's compulsory for you to listen because in 3-4 years time it's going to get even tougher. Now I know it's Ramadan right now, so listen, Ramadan Mubarak to you. I hope inshallah your Ramadan is going well for you. Make dua to Allah. Bless your wealth, increase your wealth, try and do what you can, invest, do your extra hustle, start businesses, start thinking like this. You need to think like this, only then can you come up with a solution. I hope that gives you an idea. I know this is a bit of a negative video. Don't worry though, inshallah the upcoming videos I'll be coming up with ideas and ways you can have more money and grow your money for yourself and different ideas for different people. So make sure you subscribe, like this video if you haven't already. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.